Most want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah HaKodash. Lord willing, this is edifying. All right, and I came across a clip, and I was watching the brother Ariala here in Pittsburgh. I was watching his video. And I just want to do response. First, I want to play this clip though from the elders out there in Chicago, Chicago, and it's from this, like you see it, Edom Insider warning us to get our house in order. It's time. So I'm gonna just let it play. It's 6 minutes. I'm gonna start at 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Let it run through, and I'll pull out some precepts. And Lord willing, it's edifying. Okay.
Now, you'd think that being on military installations, they would have access because the military has to continue taking care of their, hi Mrs. Cat, have to take care of their people. But that may not necessarily mean the families, especially in a bad situation. But whatever's going on, whatever it is, with the movement of materials, the movement of military materials, I've talked about seeing some U.S. military tactical vehicles being stockpiled in places where they normally aren't, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is because this is when they're doing their summer training." I know what happens in summer training, and these are not for summer training. Okay, that's not what's happening. They're repositioning vehicles. Something's getting ready to go down, I guess. And with this situation, with them telling the military officers to get their houses in order and to get supplies, food, water, etc. for themselves and their families is critical. So that's inside information. No, I'm not going to give you the source. I think if you're smart enough, and I think most of you are, despite the trolls out there, that if you're watching any of this going on, you can see it anyway. You don't need me to tell you this, but the additional information that inside military folks are saying, get ready, you got to get yourselves supplied because this is going to go south real quick. I don't know why. It could be a situation with China. It could be that Biden's invited the UN in. We're seeing what apparently are some UN identifications here and there. I don't know that for sure. I don't have direct information on that, but this is direct information that inside the military, amongst the upper officer ranks at any rate, whether it's official or not, I doubt it's official. I don't think this is coming down from SecDef or from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs or anybody like that. This is just people in the know in the military that are warning their buddies, their officer friends, you better get ready because this thing's going south right now. Get everything you need now. Don't wait. So there are military families right now, at least in the upper officer ranks, that are hitting the Costco's, the Walmarts, the Sam's Clubs, etc., trying to get their stuff together. We see the shortages in the UK right now. They're talking about it right now. The entire lockdown that's going on there, the unjustified things that are happening over all of this. As I said, and this video, I shouldn't even be putting it up this way because it'll probably be flagged, right? But this is the quickest way to reach everybody. Record this thing down now. This is the warning. I've been talking about it for a long time. Get yourselves ready as best you can, okay? All right, I'm going to go.
All right, Con. I don't think it's any more. I'm gonna just let me let it play a little bit.
They're not on our side. Nobody in the government's on our side. Nobody in the corporations. We've been marked for elimination. It's pretty obvious. See y'all later.
All right, Con. So, you saw it, and this brother did a video here entitled Ariala, GMS Pittsburgh, entitled Be Circumspect. Okay, and it's just going into different things, and he brought some points to mind as well as he was speaking. All right, about what it's all centered around is the serpent juice. There's been lockdowns due to the serpent juice. And a few precepts came to mind. Because that's going to turn to your detriment. All right, you that trust in this system, trust in Esau. Okay, and especially you of Jake, man. So, let's get this first. Isaiah 30:1, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right, and this is a classic. Brothers know this. Brothers and sisters heard this before, unless you very new. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, and to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. All right. Let's see. Boom. Let me get this here. Get this, which it might be in 33, which that would be the spirit. Let me see. It's 36. Okay, Kyle. And I just want to get this too, and it talks about this also in the book of Ecclesiasticus. All right, 12, Sirach 12, where it says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusts, so is his wickedness." So you can't trust in him because he'll turn on you. Okay. And in Isaiah 30 also says, okay, verse 3 before we read that. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And a lot of people have trusted in this devil, okay, and taken the serpent juice. All right. The point I actually want to get from Sirach 12, okay, let me just pull up Sirach 12, and then, we'll go into that other precept. Okay. Well, all right. Sirach 36:6 says, "Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him." Okay. And you people that have trusted in this devil, all right, it's gonna turn for your bad. All right. That's Sirach 12. I want to get the point. Okay. I'll read a verse. Shoot, man. All this is golden. I'm gonna read it. Verse 10, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness, though he humble himself and go crouching. Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst looked a wiping glass, wiped a looking glass, Salakia, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?" Ain't we calling this the snake bite, the serpent juice? "Or any such as come nigh wild beasts. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity?" All right. So no one's gonna pity you people that have taken, this serpent juice, and that if something detrimental happens unto you, okay, it's gonna, and you were warned, then you're gonna, now may the Lord have mercy on those, that may have been forced into taking it, or whatever the case might be. All right, but at the end of the day, we can't trust this devil, man. Okay, this is, and it's no coincidence that here in Isaiah 36:6 it says that whereon if a man lean on this broken reed, it will go into his hand and pierce it. And eventually that's what he wants to do. He wants to put the RFID, near field communication chip in your hand. Okay, NFC or RFID. All right, so let's get a few precepts. Okay, speaking on what this guy was speaking of, about the things that are coming. Okay, Proverbs 22:3 says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." Okay, and there have been many warnings. Okay, and they've been saying stuff for a while. Okay, let's see. 6. Officials are warning Americans to make preparations for up to 6 months without electricity, water, food, and even health care. DHS officials responsible for the new report say that our power grid is now considered a prime target. So, this ain't necessarily going into power as what we're dealing with now, but still, they've been preparing people and putting people in the mindset of a situation, of a stockpile situation for quite some time now. Okay. And now we don't trust in these things. We don't what does it say? I know it's quoted some other way. Let's see what it says here. Yeah, Proverbs 11:28. He who trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like the green leaf. So we're not putting our trust in these riches. Okay. Let's see what this Job says. Job 31. No, it's a lot. What verse is this? 24. Job 31. I'll just read it. So basically he's saying, he's asking the Lord to destroy him if he did all these different things. And one of those things was, what was it, 24? If I have made gold my hope, or have said to the fine gold, thou art my confidence. If I have rejoiced because my wealth was great, because my hand had gotten much. So what he's saying is, look, Lord, if I did these things, then destroy me. Is it not destruction to the wicked? Okay. Just read it. You'll see what he's talking about. Okay, but that's one of those things. He's like, and the Lord will destroy you if you put your faith in riches. Okay, if you don't put your faith in Yahawah, you're gonna die. Okay, Psalms 52:7 says, behold, the man who would not make the Most High his refuge, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and was strong in his evil desire. Okay, even those, so basically, you're not going to trust in that. Okay, do not trust in oppression, and do not vainly hope in robbery. If riches increase, do not set your heart upon them. That's really what I wanted. Don't set your heart upon riches. Okay, you see. 1 Timothy 6:17, which this seems like a different version. I'm not sure what version this is of the Bible, but we'll just get it and we'll move on. 1 Timothy 6:17 says, instruct those who are rich in this present world not to be conceited or to fix their hope on the uncertainty of riches, but on the Most High, who richly supplies us with all things to enjoy. All right, so I'm not saying, or we're not saying, I'm not saying, and Brothers is not saying that you should depend on these things. But once again, it's reiterated in the book of Proverbs 27. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So this takes two aspects. Okay, there's a physical aspect of, okay, it would be wise to have a few things, get a few things if you can, because for a time you may need those things, because we're headed to another lockdown. All right, but this is even deeper. Okay, let's get this. Psalms 91:1 says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. This is the way you hide yourself. I will say of Yahawah, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. Okay, so this is, dude, we're gonna need this coming up soon, man. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. This is how you hide yourself. Okay, dwelling in the secret place of the Almighty, man. Okay, which is this truth. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made Yahawah, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. This is how you hide yourself. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Okay, right? For they shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known My name, Yahawah Shem Yahushai. Okay, the name is important, man. You know, he shall call upon me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Isaiah 33:6 says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahawah is his treasure. So wisdom and knowledge, you hide yourself in the secret place of the Almighty, which is what? The wisdom and knowledge. Okay, and wisdom and knowledge shall be what? The stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Okay, these things will help keep you in the right frame of mind so that you may be saved. The fear of Yahawah is his treasure. Okay, and let's get this last one, because the bro was speaking about being circumspect, so I want to get that precept, because there was this part that came to mind. Ephesians 5, okay, and 15 says, see then that ye walk circumspectly. Agree 14. Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. Right? Wake up out of that stupor, out of that walking dead state, okay? So that you may have the truth. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Okay, so time is short. Okay, so we gotta offend less and less as the days get closer. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Most High is. Okay, so we got to be wise. We got to understand what it is the Most High want us to tighten up on, and work more and more towards that as we get closer and closer to the destruction of this kingdom, man. And be not drunk with wine wherein is excess. Don't be full of these doctrines, man, and physical wine either. But you might need a sippy sip, but still, what I'm saying, don't be in excess. It says wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Okay, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Most High, giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father, in the name of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay, so the Lord will bless us, man. The Lord has shown me things, and we'll show brothers different things, what I'm saying, where you be rolling along and you just come across something, you just like, oh, what I'm saying, that's an interesting thing. The Lord can do many glorious things, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got to trust in him, man. The Most High can have it where, the Most High direct thy paths. He can have it where you stumble across something and you like, dang, the Most High knows what we have need of. So, in these times, we just got to hide ourselves in the secret place of the Almighty, which is his truth, and also give those alms. Okay, don't forget in these times that not only are we going through things, but other brothers in other countries have it bad. It hasn't hit America yet. Okay, so, we got to be mindful. And I'm speaking to myself because, things is tight. Things is tight, but we got to remember that woman, okay, who gave those 2 mites, gave of that little that she had, okay, and it helped. Okay, we got to be mindful to help each other out even when things is tight, what I'm saying, because it'll come back, it'll come back to us. Mark 12:42 says, and there came a certain poor widow, and she threw in 2 mites, which make a farthing. So a farthing, okay, is 1/4 of a penny, according to what I saw in the blue letter. That's 1/4 of a penny. So she threw in 2 halves of that. Okay, she only was able to give 1/4 of a penny. All right, but it says that she have cast more in than all they which have cast into the treasury, for all they did cast of their abundance, but she of her want did cast in all that she had, even all her living. Okay, and that can be a tough thing dealing with the flesh, to do that, to make such a sacrifice. But guess what? Christian church uses that to say, which I'm going on a tangent on something else, but Lord willing, like I said, this is edifying. The Christian church uses that to say what? You see, will not I open up the windows on high and pour you out a blessing? But how much more for this actual truth of Yahawah Shem Yahushua, for the actual true ministry of Yahawah Shem Yahushua? That applies much more, okay, to this ministry. So we must remember that, okay? Not only to give of our abundance, but to also give when there is need, okay, even when we don't have necessarily. She gave all her living, and you got to think about that. What was she going to do? She didn't have enough to cover what she needed. What was she going to do? Well, guarantee the Lord blessed her. So anyway, I don't know if there's more on that after the 44. No, that's it. And that's the spirit too. It ended at 44. And that's what we're striving to be, a part of the 144,000, man, and that 1/3. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, man. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, stay strong. The days of the battle are at hand. Okay, we may become pilgrims on the earth sooner than later. All right. And just be thinking it and be mindful of different things can be done, even through the spirit. I'm remembering this video I saw earlier of how to smoke meats and make your own jerky. There's, it's cheaper and more economical to do that than to buy bags of jerky. But each brother's got to do their own thing that they're able to do. If you can't smoke it and or dry it in your oven or dehydrate it, then you may have to buy it. But these are the times we're entering into. Okay. These are the times we're entering into. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom. Shalom.